here we are. So this is a guy or thing we are going to be chatting about.
Man, very
I
nice.
know. So this is the weirdest thing ever, right? So I first came to not even hear about it. So we was driving back from a party only a couple of miles away from where we live. It was a Saturday night, like around midnight. It was either just before or just after midnight. Yep. It was just before Christmas, so only in the last couple of months. We're cutting through, and this is very relevant to what I'm going to be talking about. We're cutting through there's a cemetery at the top of the road. There's loads of residential. Then you've got a couple of car showrooms as you get to a roundabout. So as you get to the first roundabout, if you used to take your first exit, that takes you apparently to one of the most haunted churchyards in Northampton, as well as a lot of countryside, a couple of new builds, farms, and all that kind of stuff. Carry straight on. Yeah, either side you've got Molten Industrial Estate or Molten Business Park. But you've got business units, you've got offices, you've got industrial units, you've got car garages, food places, you got anything and everything going on. PC repair stuff, a lot. So we're coming down to the first roundabout, and there's a taxi about 20 foot in front of me. So we come and we're going straight on. So there's two roundabouts, and the next roundabout's probably about 250 yards in front of that one. In the middle of that, there's a pedestrian crossing. You got to press the button, you got to wait for the lights to change and the green man, then you cross over. So we go around the first one, and they said if you duck left, that takes you to the haunted church, consecrated church. So the church is just walls and ruins where they still use it for burials. Anyway, so we're carrying straight on. Either side, there's industrial units. You can see them, the brick. You could walk across the grass to get to them. They're easy to get to. So as we're coming up, where you've got just as you're coming up to the pedestrian crossing, this thing flies in front of the taxi. Now, he doesn't brake, and we're still staying the same distance. So around here, you've got a lot of the electric scooters. Either people have bought them or you can hire them. There's a company called Voy where you can rent them. You download an app, you log your bank details in, and then you pay for how much use you get, and so on. So it shot past, and me and the missus both seen it. She went, "Whoa, what was that?" I went, "I don't know, I was just about to ask you." Then she says, "I was expecting someone to shoot past on a scooter, on an electric scooter." So they cut the road and they come onto the path on our left-hand side. Anyway, nothing, absolutely nothing. So then I'm thinking, could it be a little bit tired? Was it the light, my lights and the taxi lights causing what looked like this thing crossing the road?
Yeah.
Anyway, straight away, coming up to the next roundabout, because we'd gone round, gone straight. Next roundabout, gone round, gone straight. Exactly the same. So as we come round the second one, I was clocking the movement, the distance, the speed, everything. Not even the closest thing to it, other than your lights beaming round and then going straight on. There was this thing that shot across, didn't happen a second time. Sorry, I need to apologise. So the first roundabout, it takes you onto the business estate. The second one takes you down into the haunted building and all the creepy stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
That doesn't make much difference, but I just want you to know that there's bits of places there. Anyway, and it just looked like the guy had a long triangle head. It was like black obsidian. It's just pure blacker than black. The black. There's no shadow to it, and the way it moved, it's like fluid. It just slid straight in front. Yeah, there wasn't a running motion. There wasn't an up and down, a back and forth, side to side, nothing like that. It was like it was on skates.
Okay.
So all that happened. I'm like, don't know what it was. And I'm just thinking, it could have just been the lights. But then in my mind, with everything else I've seen, it's like, I know it wasn't the lights because I've just re-demonstrated that with the next roundabout and totally different result from that. So I'm like, right. And I've spoke about it to a couple of people, yourself, Abby, Nicole and that, Tommy. Even me and the missus were chatting about it the other day. And I've driven past that place a few times at night and during the day just to see if there's anything there, and there's not. These signs telling you the name of the little business park, because you have a big industrial estate, then you've got smaller parks and smaller buildings.
Yes.
They like the Collins building or the Reynolds yard, stuff like that. So you have them signs so you know which part of where you're going to. That's all you've got. You've got bushes, you've got trees, you've got lights, and that's it. So last week, because it was just before I dropped you a message, wasn't it? I was driving back to work, and I was just curious. It's like, right, I'm going to have a look online and see what it comes up with. So this is what I wrote word for word. Can you give me any information on a known cryptid called the Geometric Man? I was expecting some sort of kid in-house school, like maths learning TV programs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's specific for certain ages, learning certain parts of maths.
I kept getting, when I would put it in, would be geometric mean. Like, what is the mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
So
this is what came up, right? Because I was not expecting this. I thought if nothing comes up, then I'm just going to knock it on the head and put it down to seeing something. Absolutely. This is a deep cut high strangeness case. The Geometric Man sits right at the intersection of cryptid encounters, humanoid reports, and anomalous geometry phenomena. I'm like, oh, right. So this is something. There have been other reports that have been documented and written down and so forth.
And you got this from where, Andy?
So I use ChatGPT to start. Yeah,
Okay.
because the other reason, use Google, and it uses Google as your search engine. ChatGPT, because I've done it, and when I do a deep dive, it'll go searching Reddit, searching yahoo.com, and you can see all the different websites it's going through and all the questions it's asking as you're reading it. I thought, right, this is pretty cool because it is actually not just going to one source. It's probably trying about 20, 30, even 100 different places to get the information.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a bit, as you know, I was a bit dubious at first with ChatGPT, and I was just doing it to create the images and all that. But now I've started using it for this because it's a lot easier. It saves me time having to go down all the different rabbit holes to research something where it brings the rabbit holes to you. It'll go to them search engines while staying in one place. And this is why it's, I suppose, expensive for what it is, but it's not because of how much information it gives and where it gets information from.
Mm-hmm.
So the Geometric Man is not a mainstream folklore cryptid like Bigfoot or Mothman. Instead, it appears in fringe encounter reports describing a humanoid figure composed of and surrounded by transforming into geometric shapes. Non-organic movement, hard edges, triangles, cubes, hexagons, impossible geometry, a strong sense of wrongness or altered reality.
Impossible geometry.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
and you got to see this thing.
Yeah. So like I said, what I seen, it was like, so this is just a holder for my camera. Mm-hmm. But imagine that was made up of triangles. So it's got the same sheen to that, like a matte finish. Yeah. But obviously this looked, because we thought it was on a scooter, so it looked about 7 foot tall. If it wasn't on a scooter and it was on foot, that makes it at least 7 foot tall. It was 7 foot on. So it's like all the different shapes that are made up.
And you know, when I did a search myself, it did reference 7 feet. When it's in seen, it said it's at least 7 feet tall, if not taller than that. So that's interesting that you're saying that.
Right. So,
Wow.
common descriptions: humanoid silhouette, which I've just said. And I just want to point out, I didn't look this up and then have the sighting. I had this sighting 3 months ago. I looked this up on Tuesday, just gone. We can check the voice notes if you want to double check, David, because I sent you a couple of messages, didn't I?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And I'm sure it was Tuesday afternoon. I said I was on my way back to work, so it's around about 3 p.m. my time, so about 10 a.m. your time, 9 a.m.
I remember you mentioning
early.
I remember you mentioning that you saw something,
but
you didn't call it a thing. You just said it had like a triangle-like head.
Yeah.
And it moved really fast. It was really, really tall. And it's just weird to go and look and because I guess this happens a lot. People will have an experience of something they don't understand or never heard of before, and then if they actually research what they saw, they'll find that, hey, other people have experienced the same thing.
Yeah. So this is where it gets very, very, for me, it gets creepy. So humanoid silhouette, body composed of rotating or shifting geometric forms, appears mathematical rather than biological, often semi-transparent, luminous, or metallic. Now, mine look more like a resin, like a plastic resin, because of the matte sheen to it. But the movement is either jerky, sliding, or frame skipping rather than walking. Now, when I seen it, it shot across, but it did look like it was having some sort of movement. But we thought it was because at the hands on the handlebars of the scooter, so it's like moving like that. So it's kind of very fluid, but then jerky at the same time. Some witnesses say the figure assembles itself from shapes before their eyes. Others say it fractures apart. Didn't notice either of that, but then I wasn't looking for that. I was concentrating on the car in front, that it wasn't going to slam on in front of me. Now, where it's reported, and this is a bit that got me. So, remote rural locations, deserts or liminal landscapes, abandoned industrial sites. Now, this isn't an abandoned industrial site. This is 12 o'clock midnight on a Saturday night. There's probably a handful of these places open. I know there's one big factory on there that is going to be open. They're 24/7 because they produce food. So that's ongoing. You might have had a couple of the smaller ones. If they're, I don't know, there's all different job sectors and job types in there and manufacturers and that. So you don't know. Like I said, these really small units, like size of a house, and then you've got the big factories, which are, I don't know, size of a city. You know, like, do you know what I mean? Or the prop big ones where they've got 3-4 different units.
For sure.
Also associated with UFO sightings, time slips, reality distortion, high electromagnetic anomalies. Also, twilight or nighttime, altered states, fatigue, meditation, lucid dreaming, moments of intense silence or pressure. Now, we'd been out to a party, and then the party it was like a Christmas birthday party. So that had come down. We're driving home, so we're both a bit tired. I'd not been drinking, obviously. It was twilight, well, nighttime, because it was midnight, and it was on a rural location. It wasn't an abandoned industrial site, but it was an industrial business area. Yeah.
Sounds like it checks out, man.
For me, yeah. And it's like, well, then there's some stuff that I didn't notice, but I literally seen it for 3 seconds max. Humans perceive it as a fractured geometry and comparable to how 4D objects cast a distorted 3D shadow. Explains the shifting shapes and impossible angles. Now, I did see like the impossible angles and the shapes of it, and because it. Do you remember the old Rubik's Cube?
Yes, I have one right there.
Yeah, I've got one up there. Do you remember the Rubik's snake? You could do, and then you had there's another one which was a mix of the two, so you could do it into all different shapes, and it had the triangles and the cubes and all that in it. Yeah. It was kind of like that. It was made up like it was made up of one of those. I don't know what it's called. It's a Rubik's something or other. But that's what it reminded me of, but it's pure black. And like I said, the angles and the shapes and just how it moved. It didn't see any eyes, didn't see any light coming from it. It made no sound. Didn't even have the radio on in the car because it doesn't work. So it wasn't that. And there's just, yeah.
Did it change shape when it moved, or was it in the same?
So it came from our right, it shot across, and then we're expecting it to come round our side because that's where the sidewalk is. But it must have gone straight on front of the bushes and then into this industrial area. But by the time we'd seen that, we'd passed it, and we didn't know what it was. We just thought it must have just been someone on a bike that's gone straight over.
Right.
Sorry, on a scooter.
And for me, the way you're explaining it, and you had mentioned that maybe it was just you that saw it or something like that, but it's not. You and your wife saw it, right?
Yeah.
So that's two people that saw the same thing.
Yeah, and she's very skeptical about everything.
Yeah.
Because she went, did you see that? Because I was just about to ask her. And then we both were saying we thought it was someone on a scooter, on an electric scooter, going past, and we was waiting for him to come round. You know, when you see something and then you wait for the next bit?
Yeah.
And it didn't happen, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, don't know what it was.
That's very bizarre, man. That's very bizarre. Did you feel anything? Was there any kind of nothing that came? So
nothing.
When you first told me that, I wondered if it was a UFO. Like a kind of a low flying UFO. But now I don't think that's what happened. I don't think that's what you experienced. And then I don't think it's a ghost of any kind.
No.
Although that was another theory I had. Like,
well, that's why I mentioned the cemetery, because I've had a lot of encounters at that cemetery.
Yeah.
And then at the consecrated church, me and the missus, we believe we've had a time slip there, but she just thinks it was me ignoring her. That's another story. But this is less than quarter of a mile away from where we was.
How long are you ignoring her that there's a time slip?
About 5-10 minutes.
Oh my God.
So I've spoke about this loads. It's like the church, you could walk around the church in less than 2 minutes, like around the perimeter of the wall and fence.
Mm-hmm.
The church has no roof. It's got massive where the windows were. I was down at the bottom. I was doing a TikTok live. She was in the center of the church. If she'd have come out to look and shout me, we would have seen each other, and we would have heard each other. We couldn't see or hear each other until I started walking up the hill. And she said, she's been shouting at me. I'm like,
I've not heard you.
Yeah. She's not the quietest. She doesn't need to shout. That's all I'm going to say. And that's not me being rude. That's just how it is. So if she was shouting me, I would have heard her. It's probably, I'd say, 50 square meters, this churchyard. Okay. Mm-hmm. So it's not a big place, and it's like on a bit of a hill. So the sound would carry.
Have you ever heard that theory that, when you were a kid, everything seemed to take forever? Like, say, for instance, December 1st, it felt like years to get to the 25th. Oh, there's a theory that why does it seem like everything is much faster when you're older? And the theory, scientists have actually looked at this, and they say that it's because when you're a kid, you're experiencing a lot of first-time events. So your brain is recording that. Your brain is actually, that's what makes it time slow. It goes a lot slower because you're experiencing this for the first time and you're experiencing that for the first time. When you get to a certain age, there's not a lot of new experiences. It's very rare. And so time seems to just keep on going, man. That could be a time slip time of event thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's definitely some. And there's no time slip with this because I know what time we left. And that was one of the first things that I recorded was how long it took us to get home. Because I thought if it was some sort of time slip or abduction,
how long?
Then 8 minutes.
Yeah, but you wanted to know how long, right? I mean, what if it was 2 hours or something like that?
That's what I mean. So I know it takes roughly 8 minutes. If you get stuck at all the traffic lights to get home, it takes about 8 minutes. Straight through 5. So, but no, we was home before 10 past midnight.
But if you got home at say midnight, then you'd have a Betty and Barney Hill situation going on, man, and you have to find out what the hell happened.
Yeah.
Why does my butt hurt so much?
Is that a generalization, or are we still talking about geometric, man?
Geometric, man.
All right.
So, yeah. Do you have a couple of stories on it? Like let's hear some of that.
So, geometric man-like witness accounts. These have been publicly posted. Because the term is not standardized, the closest witness accounts that match geometric man, humanoid figure compressed of triangles, geometric form, and triangular-headed anomalous figure are modern first-person online reports. They do have a poster identity, a platform, a timestamp, a location, and a reported to. So who took the details? So the first one are being made completely out of triangles. This is from Reddit. So this was posted 2 years ago. Location not given, time not given. Description highlights from the witness. Being made completely out of triangles. Second time ever seeing this thing. So it's not the first time. Eyes were visible, did not have legs. It was looking at me. I looked back. I was not on any type of drug. They reported it to the public subreddit community. No mention of police, MUFON investigations, etc.
Interesting.
So I didn't see eyes, but I weren't looking for eyes. I was looking for it to come past. I wasn't looking for legs. I just thought it was a person.
Interesting, man.
Mm-hmm. So the second one is a red stick figure with a triangular head. This is in Alabama, and two people seen this, 2 persons. So second witness, the witness's now ex-husband described as seeing the same thing. He put it on Reddit, paranormal public post that's been archived. When it happened, decades before posting. So you're talking 30, 40, 50 years at least. Date posted 2 years ago. So 2024. Northeast Alabama, Etowah County, ETOWAH. Time of day not stated. Red stick-like figure, triangular head, wobbly arms, flailed, legs bent backwards.
Yikes.
Ex-husband described exactly what I saw. Exactly the same. Around about 5 foot tall, and the head was an empty triangle.
What the hell is an empty triangle?
So transparent. I'm saying.
So there's nothing in it. It's just that's bizarre, like glass. Man. That is bizarre.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to see that.
No. But the thing is, mine was solid. It was solid color. There's no eyes. I didn't see. I could see things moving on it, but I just thought it was its arms as it was turning on what we thought was a scooter. Obviously, it wasn't a scooter.
Yeah,
it was having some sort of physical transfiguration of some sort. I don't know. But do you want? So there's 4 case files, 5 including my own. So I've added it onto it. So humanoid made entirely of triangles. This is from one witness, not stated, 2022. No location, no time of encounter. Indoors, altered perception state. Witness states was not intoxicated. Completely made up of triangles, no visible legs. Eyes were visible within the geometric form. It was looking at me and I was looking back. Non-biological, floating or assembling. Right? Psychological and psychological effects. Strong sense of being observed. No fear, paralysis. Memory vivid and persistent. Now, I didn't have a feeling of fear, even if I thought it wasn't a person. I want There was no fear.
That's good.
Emotion. No police or research body contacted. Matches classic high-dimensional projection theory. Lack of limbs reported in multiple geometric entity cases. So I don't recall seeing legs. Like I said, the arms, I thought, because it was on onto the handlebars. But that was
what if it didn't have legs? Because the way you describe it, gliding, doesn't have like a leg type of motion. You know what I'm saying? You know, something with two legs that moves has a kind of a motion, but this thing is just almost like glitched over just very quickly. Yeah. It doesn't, like so maybe it didn't have legs.
Like you'd fly a kite or a remote RC plane or just anything like that. Do you know what I mean? It was just so fluid.
What's up, baby with a laser?
Hello.
How's it going?
He's in. He's late. Oh, and Garth give him lines. Anyway, case file 2. Have I done 2?
I think you may have done.
Oh, yeah. So that was the guy and the ex-husband that seen the red stick figure.
Yeah, you mentioned
exactly
that.
The same.
Yeah.
So the third one was a walking polygon. To name, withheld, one witness, around 2015, dusk, low light transition, location, rural Western Europe, country withheld, country road, stroke open land, which isn't too far from where I see mine. Like I said, these fields and farms and that at the back. Humanoid shape, hard edge polygons, reflective metallic surface, did not walk, appeared to slide. It didn't bend, it shifted. So the effects that they got, sudden pressure sensation, disorientation, lasted for around 10 seconds. Now I didn't get any of that.
Jesus.
I got it slid rather than walked, but very fast. Submitted anonymously to Paranormal Research Forum, not escalated any further. Sliding motion is a recurring non-biological locomotion trait. Metallic geometry suggests perception of structure over organism.
Structure over organism. Dude, what if this is AI from the future?
Oh, could be.
Interesting.
Very. Because this is the other thing I thought. I was thinking Terminator.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Obviously not as severe. Or wasn't for me.
It's not trying to kill you.
No.
Or else you'd already be dead.
Yeah. I won't be telling this story. So it's the description: tall, black figure, large triangular head, smaller geometric shapes forming torso, appeared briefly, then fractured apart. See, it could have fractured apart because it was night, it appeared, then it went, and it kind of like went into the shadows. So did it dissolve? I don't know. I didn't see.
I do have a theory. I think I have a theory on this, but I'll hold that until you're done with the case files here. Well,
all the case files are done.
Okay.
I'll just give you the rest of what it says.
Yes.
No fear, sense of recognition, post-experience clarity. Does not invalidate experience. Many UFO encounters occur in similar states. So this is pattern analysis. Triangular head, yes. Non-biological movement, yes. Geometry over anatomy, yes. Lack of sound, yes. Brief duration, yes. Strong memory retention, yes. Which it is. It's like I've seen it 2 minutes ago. It's just constantly. You can just keep playing it over and over again.
It's interesting.
Weird, so weird.
Really, like today, you can see it in your head.
Yeah. I can see. I'm sat in the car, Mrs. side of me, coming up to lights. There's a taxi in front of me. It comes round, shoots across, and we expect it to come that way, but it kind of
disappears.
I don't know if it fractures and we don't see it, but it disappears. It goes into the shadows, we thought someone had gone into the little business park. It's like 2-3 buildings in there. 2 stories.
What other is there another event in your life that is like this, where it replays in your head like this? Because that's
the pterodactyl, shadow
okay.
people, the UFOs.
All right.
Yeah.
So there's a question. How did you feel when you saw it? He says that he didn't feel anything different.
No, nothing.
That's a good question. I asked that question.
We just thought, oh, who's that?
Yeah.
And then we both waited for him to come round and go past us on the scooter. So the reason it cuts across like that is as the path comes up on that side, where the crossing is, it then changes to grass. So you have to cross over for it to, like, you got the tarmac and the concrete to then continue on the other side of the road.
That is interesting AF, my friend. The geometric man. So I have never heard of this before. You mentioned it.
I just thought he's made up of triangles. It's geometric. Could it be geometric man?
What is that?
Like... No.
What is that character on that video game and now movies? That is, oh my! Is it Silent Hill? Where there's this giant dude with a big old pyramid head. You know what I'm talking about? Have you ever heard of that?
I know Silent Hill. I've never watched it or played it.
I don't know if that's it or not, but there's a big dude with a big old sword. He drags it on the ground. It's giant. He's a giant. And his head is a big freaking looking pyramid thing it's elongated.
Yeah, that's front. What I seen. Yeah.
Okay, so dude, that's interesting. Okay.
You know Akabi's is Abby?
No, I did not.
I've just seen a picture. Hello, Abby.
I see the picture, but I was like, is that Abby? But I don't want to be I don't want to, what if it's not? Because I've already said someone else. It was someone else, Michelle. Remember? Shells. Yeah. And I was like, I was wrong. And I was like, well, Jesus Christ. All right. I think I have my theory ready. If you're ready for that, sir. Well, so this is what's that? What were you saying?
I think there's another case there.
Oh, bring it on, bro. Bring it on. Hey.
So, entity classification, humanoid, anomaly, geometric entity, singular witness, pattern consistent. Mental state at time of encounter, alert, conscious, not under the influence of substances. United Kingdom, outdoor, low transitional lighting, seconds to under 1 minute.
On any of these stories, was it during the day?
No, all at night.
All at night. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We got a segment, guys, that we're going to put in here. And I want to quick shout out to all those who follow Down the Rabbit Hole. This is going to be Dave's strange theory, or actually, we'll come up with a better name than that. But here's my theory. It's not scientific. I'm just gonna. It's just what pops in my head. I have a lot of crazy theories. If you listen to David Don't Know, if you've listened to other stuff like that, you're gonna hear some of those theories. My theory on the geometric man is this, and I first want to say I want to talk about the Tesseract. Now, Andy, do you know about the Tesseract?
I've heard of it.
So it's a think fourth dimension. Okay.
Yes.
The Tesseract is a shape, a geometric shape, where we can't even see what it looks like because we're in the third dimension. And if you were able to go into the fourth dimension, you'll be able to see this incredible thing that's called a Tesseract. Okay. If we were able to see the shadow of a Tesseract, it would look like a cube. So, you know, the cube that's like the square and then another square and you line them up and it's a cube, right? So that is the shadow of a Tesseract. Now, if you were to see the Tesseract itself, it would be impossible to conceive. It's just so elaborate. My theory on the geometric man is that it is a higher dimensional being. And what you're seeing when it crosses into our dimension is the shadow of the actual. We're not actually seeing the being itself. We're seeing a shadow of a higher dimensional being that crosses into our dimension and then crosses back out. That's why I think that you saw it and then it just went away.
Yeah.
And because at first when you said that, I thought, is this a ghost? Because there's been a lot, and I've recorded and I've seen, not recorded, but I have posted videos, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos over the years of these shapes that are flowing into like camera view and then just flow out and disappear. And even humanoid beings that appear and then are gone, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think that's what this is. I don't think you saw a ghost. I think you saw an interdimensional being that's from a higher dimension that we only could see the shadow of. Yeah. That's my theory. I don't know if it's right, but there it is. Let me know what you think, guys. Put it out down in the little, type your little hearts out, and let me. Do you agree with me? Is that theory sound?
Yeah.
Or is it like, is Dave crazy? Because I could be crazy. I might
be
crazy.
Both.
It could be both. That's a good one. I hadn't even thought about it. That's how crazy I am. I didn't even think of that possibility.
Yeah. But the overall description and core data is it's always triangular head made up of geometric shapes, non-biological, no visible walking motion. It shifts. Witness reports no paralysis or panic. It's just, it's like they've seen a cat in the garden. It's that.
No emotions.
Nothing.
No altered states. No missing time.
No physical effects reported. This is after effects. No loss of time. No memory loss. Memory remains extremely clear. Event retained. High emotional and cognitive salience. Spark long-term interest in geometric non-biological entity reports. And that is it.
Thank you, baby with a laser. Sounds dimensional. Yeah, man. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
And as to what it is, I don't know. Like you said, I don't know what. I just know what I'd seen.
Right. Let's see.
That's all I can give you.
There's something else. I'm trying to find out where it was that I had pulled up on it. I don't know where it is. It was basically talking about two other cryptids in connection with this one. I don't think that's what it is, right? But I found it interesting that it was talking about, here we go. So I used Perplexity and I used Google, but when I put in Geometric Man, it said there are other potential matches to it. One was called the Flat Man, which I had never heard of.
No, I didn't get that. I used Perplexity as well, but I didn't use it for this.
Ingrid Cold. Have you heard of Ingrid Cold?
Yes. Mr. Point Pleasant. West Virginia.
Yes, West Virginia.
Mothman and all
Smiling
that.
Man. He's
Men
called.
in Black. The Grinning Man. Yes.
Yes. Upside down Smiling Man. Creepy. What is this one called? Let's see. Cree Folklore. Managishi. Small humanoid trickster. Now, these are not Geometric Man, but they are potential matches to Geometric Man.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really interesting.
It was a because Triangle Man doesn't sound as exciting as Geometric Man.
No, it doesn't. No.
It sounds shit, to be honest.
There's a Rectangle Man and Circle Man.
Yeah. Isosceles Man. Rhombus.
I like that.
Yeah.
But that's cool, man.
Yeah. But like I said, we drive up and down there quite a lot. It was actually right up there last night when we went getting some food. I drove back that way. Nothing. It was about 9:30, and didn't see a thing.
Do you have a dash cam on your vehicle?
I do, and I've looked for it on there because you can just take the SD card out. Cannot find it, but I need to find out the exact date of when we went. It will be on there, and the reason I know it's on there is because it tells me when it needs to be reformatted because there's no memory left. And like I said, it's only a couple of months ago. So I just need to get exact day, time, and location as to when it was. I was going to try and do it, but like I said, I wasn't feeling too well yesterday and not too clever today. And the last thing I wanted to do was be going through hundreds of files to find this. But I will have a look.
Does anyone out there want to see what the Manigishi man looks like? One of the
yes.
Here, let me share that with you. It should be there now. Check him out. Yeah.
Ooh, no, not what I seen.
Creepy. Yeah, this is definitely not Geometric Man. This is a just like the Flat Man. And let me show you Ingrid Cold real quick. Pull that off real quick while I look for it real quick.
Well, Let's see. Do you ever remember playing Spy versus Spy back in the 80s?
Yes.
The two long-nosed secret agents.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. Oh. You're using an ad blocker.
Ingrid Cold.
Yeah, but it wasn't like that either.
No, it definitely wasn't like that. That doesn't look like a triangle head to me.
No.
But isn't that cool looking thing? That's a freaky looking thing, man. I like that. That's a creepy dude.
But I'll just get this up. Shit. Nearly knocked my microphone over. I'll get the image up for Spy versus Spy for those who haven't seen it. Save image. This is a bit that takes forever. Right. One moment. Image file. I just need to remember where I've saved it. No, I won't do it. It saved it as a web. Save image as.
Spy versus
It's doing it as a web file, so I'm struggling. Let me try this one.
I got it.
No.
I won't.
You got it? It won't let me save it.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull it up bigger. There. Is this what we're talking about?
There we go. Yeah, so the way the face is, the long part, exactly the same as that. And everything else is all, it don't have the curves in it. It's just geometric.
Okay. So let me pull up. Go ahead and put that out. I'm going to pull up the. Go ahead and hide that real quick. Okay. I want to pull up. And see if I can find that thing because I think it looks more like this. But let me see if I can find it real quick. What were we talking about? What was that game we were just talking about? Because I'm old and I can't remember what we were talking about.
Spy versus Spy?
Oh, the other one. Silent
Hill. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to look for on that.
There we go. Pyramid Head is his name. Let me see if I can pull it up. Pyramid Head.
Yeah.
Images. Okay. Oh, that does look creepy. Let me pull a good one up though. Let's see. Let's see if this one pulls up. Hold on 1 second.
Let me know when you're ready.
Pull it. Go for it.
Let's go. Oh. No, not quite.
Because it's got the long, like you can't see it, but it's got a long frontal. Let me see if I can find a better picture here. Give me a second.
See, it wasn't metal. It wasn't like, didn't look like iron. It was just solid black, like my microphone black. Let me.
Yeah. I'm not trying to match color. I'm trying to. What the hell happened?
No.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
You see the angle? It's like obviously it's a helmet on this dude, but not the color. But does that look anything like?
Yes, exactly like that. But then it had like other things coming off at the back of it as well, and it was very odd. Yeah,
like that.
But because we didn't see it and it just wasn't there, we just thought it might have been a person, and they've shot off into the business park.
Yeah. Creepy.
Yes, to say the least.
Very interesting, dude, that you saw something with a freaking triangle head.
Yes.
That's crazy.
But I am going to be looking out for it more. I'm going to be going around the area more often, which I have been doing, but the weather's crap and you can't really park. Well, there are a couple of places to park up just to have a look to see if there's anything else.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they've got gates on and they get closed. You might be able to get in 24/7. I need to go and have a proper survey on it.
Bro. Dash cam, brother.
Yes.
Capture that sumbitch. I want to see that guy with my eyes.
I know. I will. Hopefully it is on there, but I couldn't find it when I looked. I just need to get the date and time. And
hey, any of the guys out there that are listening right now, have you ever seen a cryptid? If you have, leave a comment. I want to know what you've seen. I'm really interested in cryptids.
Yes. And where you've seen it. And what it was doing.
Yeah, what were you doing? Why did you see it?
No. What the cryptid was doing.
Oh, what the cryptid was doing.
Hopefully both. Yeah.
I want to know, was there any emotion attached to it? Like, did you change? Did you have like a different perspective on life afterwards? Did you become a better person? Did you become a worse person? What happened?
I've just
did you lose your mind?
And probably because I decided that I'm going to start doing a load more podcasts. That could be part of it. Who knows? I honestly don't know. I don't feel different as such.
A cabbie's yeah, 360 van, that's a good idea. Am I saying that right? A cabbie's or ACC Abbeys? I guess she can't tell us she can't verbalize it.
No.
I'm thinking of your shoulders though. Sexy those. Very nice. Daddy like. Mm-hmm.
Go on then.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that's it. I don't have anything else to add other than that. That's all I've got.
What do we have? Do you have any idea of what we'll be seeing next or talking about next?
No.
What is your favorite? Which is your favorite?
Mothman.
Mothman
I want to do the lesser known cryptids, the ones that like this, the ones that no one hears about or is very, very little information on.
Yeah,
then
for sure.
It opens it up then, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, the only cryptids I ever knew were Mothman, Bigfoot, Dogman.
Yep.
New Jersey, the Jersey
Devil. Yeah. Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones I don't want to cover because everyone else covers them, and some of them you're limited to how much information you got. I know we're limited to how much information we got on this, but you can go on any website and you can read the same as what somebody else is going to read.
Right.
On them particular cryptids. I want the out there weird, like it seems so messed up that it doesn't sound real, which is like a lot of them. But for us, we can differentiate between the two.
Yeah. So it says here, Baby with a Laser says his nephew saw something cryptid on his way home from school one night. What did it look like? What was it, man? Is it a well-known cryptid? Or
I'm going to phone him tomorrow. He's probably told me, but
he also wants you to send me a Geometric Man's band that he sent you.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Heidi, hi Heidi. Boulder, Colorado. Very nice.
Yeah,
I gotta go visit Colorado. That's one of my bucket list items is go to Colorado, and I came very close. Stopped in New Mexico.
You need to come to the UK as well.
I do.
You do.
If every one of my followers would give me $1, I'd be able to do whatever I wanted. You hear that, guys?
Exactly. Yeah.
That would be $900,000, baby.
Tried it, don't work. Well, they did a little bit. He got me partway to the US, so do appreciate
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely want UK money. That's what Daddy wants. Cornish Owlman sighting on what's that? Dartmoor during
Dartmoor animal mutilations.
Animal mutilations. Oh, what's a Cornish Owlman?
So from Devon and Cornwall, and it was an owl man. It was seen, I think, originally around the 1920s, then the 70s, and it was seen again back in the 90s.
What?
So yeah, we could talk about that if you wanted.
That sounds good. I don't know what that.
Yeah,
I did catch a video. I did not post this video, but it was a video of what looked like an owl woman in a cage. She was been captured. I was pretty certain it was AI, but it had hair and then feathers, and it had a long kind of weird beak. The top part looked like a beak. The bottom part did not. It looked like more of a mouth. Yeah, and it opened its mouth, and you can see this almost human-looking tongue. It wasn't a bird's tongue. Bizarre-looking creature. I should have downloaded it and checked it on the AI detectors, but I was pretty sure it was AI right away.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
Right, so that is it. That is all we've got for today, David.
All right, brother. Thank you for having me on. I love this. This is fun.
Very welcome.
Daddy like.
Yes, and I will be back tomorrow with Abacab, and John Hanson.
John Hanson.
Yes.
Hello.
So we'll be talking UFOs from the 1950s and onwards, and everything else in between. So please do join us for that. That will be at 7:30 UK time, which will be 1:30 Central Time, 2:30 Eastern Time.
Yes.
So that's it. Guys. Thank you for joining us. And if you have any comments as to what the Geometric Man could be, if you have any thoughts as to what Geometric Man could be, please leave it in the comments after the show. If you don't already, please subscribe. It helps build the channel, give you better content, more stuff to talk about, more podcasts to do, and me to retire from work before I'm 7,000 years old. Would be nice.
That would be nice. Me too.
Yes.
Me too. All right, guys.
So thank you, everyone. And I said I'll see you on tomorrow, and David will be back with us next Friday.
That's right.
That is it. Take care. See you all soon. Ta-ra.
Goodbye.